Wiki, welcome, Warcraft 2 fans. Today we have here, starting at the small 9 o'clock spot, it is the hero Dudakurten from Brazil. It's going to be allying bhc-butcher from the country of Germany. His opponents, I do believe it's Equinox. Equinox and Rio, R-I-O, Rio, from the country of Russia, I do believe. So Brazil, gonna be allying Germany to take on Canada and Russia. So Equinox from Canada, Rio from Russia, ladies and gentlemen. So here the Brazilian player, I do believe Brazil, maybe Argentinian, but I think it's Brazil. He's going to set up shop with a lickety lumber mill. And already they're going to be doing the 2v1 against their opponent, bhc-butcher and dudakurten, doubling up on their fun as they tower rush this unfortunate player in the red. So early game going to be dominated by this exchange here. And it looks like bhc-butcher actually going to be pulling on out of that assault. And then it seems as if our hero as well is going to be backing off. And he's going to go for the catapult after he gets himself a couple of footmen, perhaps. Don't see a blacksmith as of yet. And he is repairing that barracks. So it look likely going to be the blacksmith being placed down here, right around the corner. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen, the blacksmith and the footman have begun to be produced. So I'll take this footman and to be able to scout out upon the map and try to discover his other opponent, either Rio or Equinox. So here comes the scouting, first down towards the 6 o'clock spot, just to see if there's anybody down there. But he's not going to see anybody down there, so then it's going to be on to the 4 and 5 o'clock spot. While traversing this small 5, just in case there was a 6 o'clock who ran to the small 5 o'clock position. There we see a very defensive build from the red player so far, as he's been able to, at least so far, hold off the assaults of both these players. Oh, it is a 4 and 5 o'clock build, it seems, at least. It could possibly be 12 or 2, but it looks like it's the 4 and 5, and it's going to be a grunt assault on this small 9 o'clock spot. So nobody at the 12 o'clock, and there you can see the peon down at the 4 and 5, but we don't see any buildings down there. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen, the buildings at the 2 o'clock spot. So it looks like the group up of grunts had maneuvered and tried a surprise attack towards that 4 or 5 o'clock position, but did not find anybody down there. So here comes the wall off here from our hero, the Brazilian bad boy Dudakurten. Looks like his opponent is beginning to chop through here. He's going to try to send a peon and then build himself a barracks just to prevent that chopping from happening. He wants to be able to get his ballista on out and operationable. Here comes the grunts attacking the southerly sections of the small 9 o'clock spot. The ballista cooking in the oven is just about ready. There's the chop through, ladies and gentlemen, and a catapult assault here from the opponent of Dudakurten, either Equinox or Rio. Alright, ballista is out, and it's going to be making its way up here. The chop out has begun and is there. You can see, oh, he tried to re-wall, but he's not going to be successful in that wall. The ballista now completely, utterly wide out in the open. Not a whole lot of wood here to be playing around. What's going to be the wall-off building? Probably a barracks, and that is indeed the case. He's going to wall it off just in the nick of time, as the opponent's grunts are now able to come streaming on into his base, and that's what they just decided to do here. Looks like they're going to double the assault from the front and from the back door, but both doors have been successfully covered here by this ballista. Looks like it's just a little bit out of range. And 2 footmen going to be used up here, and they're actually going to go catapult hunting. Not going to find a whole lot of success, however, so they're going to be happy just using their berserker barrage of swords to dispel these few grunts here. And it looks like he's going to cancel this barracks once again. Each one of these cancellations is going to cost him a little bit of wood, however. And will he decide to wall off the bottom or the top of the area? He could potentially come over here and wall this bottom area off. And look at that, ladies and gentlemen. But that catapult was just so extreme in its awesomeness of its assault here. And these footmen are going to try desperately to prevent that catapult from being, or a ballista I should say, from being bombarded by these few grunts. But it's not going to happen, or is it? Here, a nice defensive tower. However, tower going to be canceled as bhc-butcher has stepped up the pressure on the 9 o'clock spot, bringing the artillery in. No sign of orange as of yet. Looks like bhc-butcher has had free reign to bring that assault to the outside of his opponent's base. But there you could see with the final finality of that orange assault, bhc-butcher's attack is shut down. And so now moving on up to level 4 attack weapons. It looks like the orange player going to be occupied here by attacking bhc-butcher's base. And it looks like dudakurten is going to try to sneak on around. But he's not going to have a whole lot of luck. His opponent has that wall off successfully done here, and that ballista getting a little too close for comfort to that guard tower, and the guard tower going to snipe it and explode that piece of artillery, no longer usable on the field of battle, ladies and gentlemen. Another piece of artillery here coming under the attack by that peon, but this time a guard tower there. And it looks like he's got a couple of grunts and knocking on the back door as he continues the fight. Orange has not decided to let on up, so bhc-butcher gonna need to go up to tier number 2 here in the near future, however, as orange indubitably. And there, well, he's not looking. Looks like there's attacking there. You can see tier number 2 and the catapult bombard in. That's the GG. I want to thank you guys all for tuning in. Next time we have another Wiki Warcraft 2 audio presentation brought to you in part by the Chocolate and Clan Z and dudakurten and Rio and bhc-butcher and Equinox and Global. Wiki Warcraft 2. Peace out, homies.